Right on. Good day, you beautiful people out there. I just wanted to tell y'all I didn't say good morning because we don't need to be mourning. It's a good day. My dad used to say, "Good morning, baby," and I was thinking, I hate that. I hate hearing that because the English language is so weird. Morning, 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 mourning. I feel so happy and blessed. I'm getting ready to have a birthday, and it's so hard to believe that I'm getting ready to turn 72. And I really am amazed that I'm still alive. And I actually just told a big fat lie. I was going to say, oh, yeah, well, I figured if I said I'm 72, that which was being dishonest, and I'm truthful, I would have probably heard, "Man, you don't look 72." And I was like, I know, because I ain't 72. I lied to you. But no, for real, last year I was like struggling for purpose. I didn't have anyone to care for, to understand me, to love me, I have some solid friends in my life that are my rock. But I got real happy because yesterday, a friend I had 46 years ago, she left and I left when she was 18. She joined the Navy, and I joined on the crazy train. I got called to be on the crazy train and witness the gospel and say, "Hey, you want to jump on board?" But anyway, I feel so blessed because, Betty was telling me, man, she goes, "Man, in high school, like, you was always so shy." And then she said, and you were like so freaking little. She said, "I could have put my little hand around your waist." And she said, "But I noticed," I said, "Why did you even start talking to me?" And she said, "Because I noticed your kindness." I was just going to ninth grade. I had failed ninth grade in Louisiana. I thought my teacher was so freaking cool because I got to sleep all through the class. And then on the last day of school in Louisiana, he goes, "Hey, Brenda, guess what?" And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Congratulations, you just flunked ninth grade." And I went, well, I was freaking devastated because I looked stupid. And I was like, oh, wow. And then Dad decided that was the year he wanted to move to Indiana. So he loaded up the station wagon with his 9 kids. There wasn't seat belts because there was 5 in the back. There was 4 in the second part. And when we would be in the back seat fighting, well, when Mom would be driving, we wouldn't fight in front of Dad. But when we would be fighting in front of Mom, like, she'd be driving with one hand on the wheel. That song, "Jesus Take the Wheel," would have been a good song for her. And she would be trying to reach in the back with her hand to slap whoever she could reach back there to slap that was arguing. Her hand was going like this while she was driving. And I had the best mother in the world. And I did everything in my life differently when I had my 2 sons than my parents did. Everything. I never disciplined my children in anger. When I was growing up, nobody was trained the proper way to train a child. So it says, "Train a child in the ways of the Lord, and when they grow up, it won't depart from them." It's embedded in them. It's built in their spirit. So thank you, God. Anyway, where I was going with that was, well, I do see zigzag sometimes. We'll go back to this one. So Betty tells me, the thing I remembered the most about you, though, was she goes, "You came to class one day and you was really, really stoned." And she goes, "And your pipe fell out of your pocket at Carmel High School," because we used to be able to smoke in that when I was in there. And also, when I moved to Indiana, I thought, how cool. I'm not going to look like a stupid person because I flunked ninth grade. I actually was cool because I was 1 year older than the people underneath me. So that's when I met Betty. And she was a Korean, 99% Korean. And Carmel only had white students. And when I asked her what attracted you to me, and she said, "Your kindness." And she said, "Man, I got so bullied, Brenda. I couldn't play in the sports at Carmel High School." She said, I wanted to play soccer, and they said, "You can't," and because I was Korean. And they called her Chink all the time in school. And she said, "You right away looked at my eyes and you could see that I was really in sorrow." And I've never been personally bullied. My sister was terribly bullied. I had never seen such cruelty. My sister Mary, So when people say someone's bipolar or that's a bullshit word. It wasn't even in the dictionary till 1930. And they use that word, but it is an accurate, if you want to use the word, and it's not in the Bible, but the behavior behind that word is it's a very dangerous word. The word narcissist is compared to, if you have that, if you're considered a narcissist and you have a very, very evil spirit, and it's called jealousy. It started in the book of Genesis. I've been asked to help people that are living in a situation and they're embarrassed to talk to anybody about it, because when I was growing up, I heard what goes on in this house stays in the house. Bullshit, man. That's called dysfunctional, and also it causes people to commit suicide. So I'm on a mission to try to help people to not feel like they got to kill themselves. I've endured so much.